evening, friends. I welcome all of you. I am Dr. Indranil Bavdekar. I am a practicing homeopath. I am practicing for last 27 years, and God has located me on this planet in Asia Pacific, country India, state Maharashtra, and city Pune. I am a hardcore homeopath who is practicing for last 27 years. I am very happy to talk to you via the media of this recording. Today I will be giving you some information about asthenopia, that is called as an eye strain. I will be using the word asthenopia. It means that nothing medical term or any big term, but it is blurring of eyes, then tired feeling of eyes, and sometimes a headache associated with eye troubles. This is called as an asthenopia. Now, what are the signs and symptoms of asthenopia we are going to see. But I'll tell you, now in this COVID pandemic, everyone is advised to be at home. Of course, for safety purpose, it is must. So we are using the digital media, the screens, work from home, and many patients are working for more than 12 hours on screen, and they are experiencing very vague symptoms for their eyes, and they are approaching doctors for the solution. I have seen that many patients come to us, but every time everyone tells us some different complaints. What are the different complaints they tell us? They tell us that there is some sore or tired feeling. Sometimes somebody says there is burning in the eyes. Somebody says there is blurring of vision when they start working in the front of a screen. Sometimes they say there is increased sensitivity to the light. When there is a big light, they cannot look at a bright light after working on a computer. Somebody feels that they feel tired and headaches along with the eye troubles. So friends, I have even witnessed that many patients are taking treatments for migraine. They think that I got migraine because I am working with the screen. Maybe it is a migraine, but a proper physician, after taking a good case or a history, comes to the conclusion that because of asthenopia, patient even might have headache also. Patient keeps on treating the headache, they neglect the eye. God has given us such a good organ. Because of eyes, hardly we cannot do anything, because if there were no eyes, just imagine the life which we would have faced. So I will not be going in the deep of the anatomy of the eye, but I will be telling you what is it. It is an organ which are two eyes given to us by God. They are located in our sockets of our skull bone, and they are of size of little bigger than a lemon. Then from front to back, it has got many things, like the front part is the cornea, which you have learned in school days. Then the anterior chamber, the lens, the posterior chamber of the eye, which is backside, then the retina, and the optic nerve, which is attached to our brain. So this is a normal anatomy of the eye. So there are different things, like because of the eye straining, everyone might even experience different symptoms. We make movements of our eyes. We look here, we look above, we look down. This is all possible because of the different muscles which are located at the sideways of our eyes. They are called as recti muscles, then oblique muscles, superior, inferior, and these muscles also get tired when we look at the screen. So prolonged working on the screen can cause many problems. Now let us see what are the home things that we can do to give relief to our eyes. This is very important because everything doesn't require medications. Now home thing is that I tell the patients in simple way that after looking at the screen for a long time, your muscles and your eyes get tired. So after 1 to 1.5 an hour, just take a break of 5 minutes, sit in a chair and look at a distant object which you can see from a window or a balcony. Any big long tree, any tower, and just observe it for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. This will give relax to all the muscles of the eyes, and your many complaints can come down. Second part, keep the brightness and the contrast matching to your environment. Don't keep more brightness and then work with the screen, because more brightness causes strain to the eyes. One more thing you can do, that you can keep a distance of around 1 feet to 1.5 feet between you and the screen should be at the level of your eyes. This is very important, because sometimes we look up, the monitor is up, sometimes it is down, laptop is in our lap and we work, and all the concentration we do over there, and all the muscles, the nerves, the eyes, they all get strained. So we have to do these things very important, that there should be a proper position while working on the screen. Also, in those who are working for more than 10 hours, one should wash the eyes with lukewarm water or preferably cold water if they can tolerate, around 4 to 5 times a day. But even they can massage their eyes from the above way so that it can give relaxation to your muscles which are moving the eyeball. These are the home things that we are going to do, and they will be definitely helpful for asthenospatia. Being a hardcore homeopath, I would like to discuss some of the remedies also available in homeopathy which will be relieving the patient, and if my symptoms which I tell you match with that remedy, the patient is going to get cured. But one thing you should keep in mind, if there is a spectacle problem, if there is a refractive error, homeopathy is not an alternative for that. You should go to an ophthalmologist, see your recent number and start using your spectacles. That is very important. And after using the spectacles, if the symptoms persist of asthenospatia, definitely homeopathy is going to help you, which is having no side effects, and definitely it will be helping you in a permanent way. Now, let us see some homeopathic remedies which are going to be helpful to us. So, I'll be going to the first remedy, that is called as Aconite naphthalus. This remedy is very important for acute complaints of the eyes where there is asthenospatia due to overuse of the eyes. The lids of the eyes, they are spasmodically closed. You get spasms of the lids, and they have spasmodic feeling also inside. And even the eyes feel very dry, and these eyes are temporarily relieved by washing with cold water. So if the patient tells you these 3-4 symptoms, definitely Aconite naphthalus is going to help him and he will definitely feel better. This is a good remedy. Another is Agaricus muscalis. This remedy is used for muscular complaints. So muscular asthenospatia associated with even for in females with uterine disorders and anemias. Patient cannot fix the eye for a long time at the distant object, which I told you. If they have severe asthenospatia, they cannot concentrate at the long point. They tell us they cannot converge themselves also to while reading, and even they get jerks of the eyeballs. Sometimes there is twitching of the lids, which is involuntary if they complain. Heaviness in the eyes if they complain. Weak feeling. Sometimes double vision, that is called as diplopia. If they complain of these 4-5 symptoms, Agaricus muscaris is one of the good remedy for it. Thirdly, alumina is also a good remedy. Alumina we have thought homeopaths only in case of constipations, but in asthenospatia also it has got a good role. There is a loss of the power of the internal recti muscles. The internal recti muscles, they have a loss of power. There is a dryness of the lids, severe dryness, burning in the eyes and feeling stiffness in the muscles, especially for working the whole day. They feel it more in the evening and at night. If these 4-5 complaints are told to you by the patient, definitely alumina is going to help them out. Now we are going to talk about Apis mellifica. This remedy is usually used in edematous conditions, hot patients who are thirstless. You see that reading causes smart pain in the eyes. Some patient complain. Even during reading there is watering of the eyes. We call it lacrimation, itching of the eyelids, and there is great burning sensation. And patient is better by cold applications, which was opposite of the before. So if the patient tells us that I am better by cold application or cold water, Apis mellifica is one of the good remedies. Another is Argentum nitricum. Friends, Argentum nitricum drug is used for anticipatory anxiety and many other disorders, but never has been used for asthenospatia. Now in eye complaints, in this medicine, it is seen that there is weakened ciliary muscles due to overworking of the eyes. The muscles, they become weak because of overworking. They feel hot as well as dry, these muscles. And always the patient has a disposition or a tendency to rub their eyes to feel better. But constant pain in the eyes is also there. There is marked redness of the eyes and the conjunctiva and of the inner canthi. If these complaints are told by the patients, Argentum nitricum is surely going to help you. Also, we will go to causticum. This remedy is also very good, used in rheumatic complaints of the patients also. Paralysis of the upper lids of the eyes. The sensation of something as sand has stuck inside the eyes. Patient says, "Sir, kuch gaya hai." It's not going. Dimness of the eyes, something flickering before the eyes. Patient is kuch flicker hota hai when I start working. I think there are small insects when I start working, but practically there are no insects, but the patient feels like that. He feels a mist feeling or foggy feeling, and it is called, mostly these complaints are due to exposure to cold. Those who are working in cold countries, we see this. So for such patients, causticum is one of the good remedies. Chelidonium. Chelidonium is, I would like to discuss this remedy because it is only and exclusively used for liver complaints in homeopathy. But friends, it is equally effective in asthenopia. When patient starts reading, he feels that the letters they are running together. Then especially the left eye, only one left eye gets agglutinated in the morning. Characteristic symptom. There is lacrimation in windy weather. When they go in wind, there is a watering of the eyes. And also, these complaints are aggravated from candlelight. If the patient says, sir, if lights go out and if I work in candle, all these complaints are aggravated. So such a patient should be given chelodinium. He will be definitely feeling very alright. Now China or Syncona we call, it is one of the good drugs. Nowadays in this situation we see lot many hemorrhages patients are coming after recovery from the pandemic state or the infection which is going on. So if there is hemorrhage in the eyes, loss of vital fluids, and if there is muscular weakness, debility after the exhausting disease, chilliness, then one should think of Syncona. It is one of the good remedies and it is going to help these patients a lot. Now the other remedy is Semicifoga. Semicifoga is usually used in female complaints, but also in case of rheumatism. But in this remedy we observe there is muscular asthenia with irritability and weakness of the eyes, sharp pain in the eyes extending from vertex to the occiput, and there are neuralgias associated with rheumatic diseases. In such cases, you can definitely think of this remedy. It is very helpful. Now, in case of lachesis, we see in lachesis patient there is tendency for hemorrhages in the eyes, complaints in climacteric, that means middle age of persons. Then asthenopia with sensation of stiffness and only flickering before the eyes only when reading, not at all. If they are not reading, there is no flickering in front of eyes. Also, there is flickering while walking, flickering in the morning. If these specific symptoms are told, lachesis is going to help the patient. So friends, there are actually list of remedies which we are going to see. But lastly, I will come to physostigma and rota. In case of physostigma, we see there is drawing, twitching sensation in the eyes with very weak feeling in the eyes. Now, patient is constantly disturbed while he is reading. He gets blurring of the eyes or the vision when he starts reading. And every time he feels that I must close the eye, then I will feel better. And he keeps a habit of closing. Weakness of the recti muscles with sometimes double vision is there, that is called as diplopia, associated with headache, asthenopenia and nearsighted persons. In these cases, we can think of physostigma. It works like anything. Ruta is also a good remedy which has been used for musculoskeletal disorders, but is also helpful in eye complaints for asthenopia. There is aching all over the eyes, blurring of vision, patient complaints of you overstraining the eyes, and eyes feel like there is a hot ball like fire inside the eyes. Eyes appear irritable, especially towards the evening and working throughout the day. There is continuous watering from the eyes, and these cases are very long-standing problem which the patient faces, and even supraorbital headaches along with this watering of eyes. If the patient complains of this, one should think of Rota. So these are the fewer remedies. Actually, the remedy list is very long. I will not go in details. Each and every remedy has got an eye complaint starting from aconitum to zenseval. But friends, spigelia, arsenic, sepia, lithium carb, graphite, jaborandi, onosmodium, even phosphorus for hemorrhages, there are many things. But these are the useful remedies which we have used for asthenopia and very effective. I hope you must have understood little role of remedies, but a word of caution, nobody should self-medicate themselves. If spectacles are indicated, refractive error should be corrected and the spectacle should be used. Use these remedies under the guidance of a good homeopath. If not available for you, you can contact me for WhatsApp consultations. No issue in that. So friends, if you like my channel, surely subscribe it. So for new subjects, you will definitely get the newer information. So I hope you enjoyed this small information provided me. Take care, be safe and take care of your eyes. So thank you everybody.